Build process of this 1955 Chevy. It's a monogram kit. It's 1/25th scale. It's actually skill level 3, which is nice. This came out in 2011. This is just a reissue. This is one of the most widely produced kits. They've had so many different variations of this, and a lot of people have built this kit. Whether it's the hard top one or this is the Bel-Air Convertible. There's different trim packages. That's what the Bel-Air means. This is a kind of nice box. It looks a little bit cheesy with the font they use for the car name, but better than those like 2000 boxes you could get at Walmart and stuff. Pretty much the same. They haven't really changed much on the boxes. They give you a list of some paint colors you might need, however. It's got 137 parts in it. I don't know if there's too many different options you can pick from. I haven't really noticed it that much. I like how they give you different pictures of the cars. Some of the boxes were just to be always this picture, so it's nice to get a couple different ones. Go through what I've been doing so far. The idea is just to build this box stock and just do something relaxing for a little bit. These 50 cars are kind of nice because there's a lot of challenge even just building them stock because all the different amounts of chrome you have to put on. The body was in pretty good shape. I went ahead and primered it white. All the parts are in white now instead of different colors. There's kind of a lot of seam lines in this kit. See if I can, not hard to point them out here, but there's one right here like right below the white that's really nasty. There's one on the right going across that way on the bumper too, so that'll be a little bit of a pain. The door notches aren't dug out very much, and the plastic is kind of thin around that area, so I'm gonna go back with my knife and try to dig that out a little bit. The one on the trunk is a little bit better, but there's also a seam line here you can see that goes across that looks really weird. There you go. You can see it, at least the contrast of it, and that's a real eyesore. So a lot of sanding will happen. You can see the one right there on the tail light as well. At least the emblems still showed up pretty well, but I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. The frame is real nice. I like these new frames because they're real easy to go together, and you can't really mess up the height, and they're easy to modify too if you need to lower them down a little bit. But for all the frames of most model cars I do now, I just assemble them just so the wheels will fit on, and then I just paint everything black, like a flat black. To me, I just don't care. I just rather just do a curbside model. But if I do something for a client, then if they want it painted, then I can do it that way. But just for me, I tend not to worry about it. Go through some of the things. The seats had another bad seam on the side, but they weren't too bad. How they went together was okay. It'd be nice to see how everything can get 3D printed now. If models will improve that way. But they give you a different little. This is the part that goes in the back where the convertible top comes up. Or also gives you the option you can take that out and have the convertible part. I think I'm gonna have the top down just so you can see inside of it. It's got the new kind of buckets, which is real nice. You can flock it real easily or detail it. And then it has the different sections you can paint, and then they usually fit in there pretty well. The tires are, kind of disappointed in the tires. They have these plastic inserts in the tire along with the chrome. The wheels look kind of like narrow, like they're not really round on the sides. It's a little weird. A little hard to focus on the engine here, but there's a lot of details. You know, this is pretty much a standard engine, really. Not super detailed or anything, but there's definitely a lot of chrome, and some of the old kits you gotta watch it, because if you some people use the chrome when it's like this, or some people will paint it, but on the old kits you gotta watch it, because sometimes, like on that Corvette I'm doing, some of the wheel parts of the chrome is like faded off or something. This one's got a nice amount of decals. It's got some custom decals with it and some Bel-Air emblems. It's got a dash one too, which is nice. I guess there's ones for the tires too. I think the ones here are maybe for the tires. It's got California plates and generic Chevy ones. I always wish they would give you at least 5 different states to pick from, or something. I don't know. Because if you're not a fan of a certain state, then it makes it a little more fun for kids. But what's cool about these newer kits is that the instructions are a lot better. It's like a booklet now, and they staple it. They do give a little history, but this one's just pretty basic. Some kits give you tons of history. Different paint guides. It's kind of nice that they give you. They started giving you these parts lists, so you can make sure everything's in the box, I suppose. These kits are a lot easier to go together now. I haven't really had any real trouble with this kit so far. One problem was this. Here's one part I remember. It's like this crossbar for the suspension, and that still don't know if it's on there right. You can see that in the middle. It raises up just a little bit. I don't know if you could see that, but it says to glue it together first and then put it in there, but it just wasn't going together. It's almost like one ledge would fold over the other one, but it just wasn't working. So I glued them into the sides, and then I just, wherever they touched, then I put a big glob of glue and hope that holds. It's kind of nice about model kits is you don't have to worry about really structural support, or if the car will break going down the road or anything. It's just for looks, so a little less headache if it was a real car, I suppose. And there you can see the top there. It's not even together. I don't think won't have it right here. The bucket, I don't think it'll. Seems like it sits. It doesn't hit this any, so that's good. But that's really the only modeling part challenge problem I've had so far. So what's next for this one is just to wait till the body's done drying out. It's still a little bit wet. Give it a day or something, or maybe later, and see what I can do with it. I'm gonna try to sand that out, and then for paint colors, I don't know what ones I'm gonna use. I think I'm just gonna use whatever I have in the garage. I said in that Corvette video I'm gonna do the same thing, just so I don't know, get rid of some cans of paint, I guess. Probably just keep it a stock like color scheme. Probably won't do any crazy patterns or anything like that for this one. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to look up the official colors that they had and see if I have any ones that decently resemble that, I suppose. I'll try to do another update once I more along on this. I think it'd be easier to just do these periodic ones, because sometimes long time passes in between. You know how it goes. But well, thanks for watching, and check back for the other part coming soon.